On this episode of Mennonite Farm Boy, time to bring in a new project. Alright, I'm busy. Alright, on this episode, I just fall over and lay there now. So on this episode, the Mennonite Farm Boy, we got a new project. No, we don't. I already introduced it. We need to fix it. Here we go. So we have working, sort of working. No way, my shocks do work. Wait. Yeah, they do work. No back brake. Yeah, some sketchy ignition wiring. Full tank of gas. The headlights right here. It needs a grommets for the tank. This little shield here is loose. The back brake pedal's gone. What else is there? The seat's kind of been recovered. So, oh, you couldn't see my face. Oh, that's too bad. So these don't, sorry, these don't seem original. We're going to look into that. Somebody painted the plastics and it's been faded, so we're considering painting them. All three tires are great. It came with hardware. The headlight, stuff falling out. So anyway, we're thinking about painting the bezel. That doesn't look too good. So I'm sure we can fix almost anything. I mean, worst case, we could just tuck an LED in the back of there or something. It needs a pull start. It's got a tiny little oil leak. Like right there is where I recorded the first 15-minute segment and it dripped like once or twice. So apparently the shocks kind of work. Oh, one thing that really truly impressed me. These little rubber tabs are still here. Wow, they must have faith of a mustard seed to just keep hanging in there. I think I dented the rear chain case. There's another piece there that dented. Somebody else had a stab at her. I kind of want to cut the ball off and remake it with the real thing. Those brackets are gone. It'd be pretty cool if we could sand that chrome off of there, wire wheel it off or whatever. Not the chrome, I mean the paint off the chrome. So, somebody did a custom job on the wheels. I know the paint looks shiny in the camera, but it really isn't. You can see the scaliness and it's faded to the wrong color. So, I guess it's pretty obviously, I think we'd use like one of the International Harvester reds. even the two Hondas out there have two different colors of plastic. So just basically want to find a really true, authentic, deep red, like one of the Internationals. And if I went up to the dealership, I could get a can of the good stuff. So first, right off the top, we're looking at a pull cord handle, choke, brake handle, maybe the boots if they're cheap enough. I mean, the same goes for the whole set of plastics if they're cheap enough. Seat cover. I think I'll send the seat away to have it recovered. Oh, even the rear trunk lid thingy still exists. So the cool story about this is the kid that I got it from is from there by Demon Lake and Demon Run. So he actually works at the farm. So this has been at Demon Run. And my goal is to take it back to Demon Run again this weekend. So it's supposed to be pretty nice. So we have front brakes. Some amount of front brakes, no rear brakes whatsoever. So that's why I'm saying we need to get stuff ordered for this. And then, I mean, I guess we'll get it running and take it to Demon Run, give it a ride and see what it's like. He said this motor's been rebuilt. It runs really nice. You can just walk up. No choke. Oh yeah, it sounds like exhaust leak. There's a couple bits of random pipe in there, so I actually bought a big wad of muffler packing. So I'm thinking about, well, we should have a look-see on the internet and see what we can buy for an exhaust. It's got this little fancy little tip on there, so that needs to go. Needs to get cut right off of there. Well, ideally we'd buy like a D&J exhaust. D&G, sorry. So that's the introduction of the little wheeler. A little wheeler that could. I don't know if I mentioned it. Well, it's obviously chain drive, but did I mention it's high and low range? So we've been in low range at the moment. So we're going to take a look around on the internet, see what we can find, maybe pull the plastics. See, we might be able to put a bit of hose on the little peg there and not have the tank rattling around. Which, of course, if it works, we'll just leave it because I don't know if you can still get the grommets, but I am a little cheap sometimes as far as that. I think I mentioned at the start of the video, 3 Good Tires. And I love these woolly boogers. Also, it's fun to have the kids try and say woolly boogers. I think the 80s were more funny than the 2021. It's just not starting on the right foot. So I think we'll look at the headlight, get the parts ordered and whatnot. So let's go. All right. We got her up on the lift here. Transmission jack with board on top. So apparently I've done this before. I just couldn't figure it out. It's pretty funny. I tried to go in this way and then I had a chain across the frame and then the whole thing just tipped over on the floor and I'm like, I need to build a lift table, but I have a particular dislike for big cluttery objects that I don't use a lot, but God be honest, if we had a simple lift table right here, we would use it a lot. And I would really like it. I know I would. If I had a lift, I'd end up putting axle stands under each side or some. It wouldn't be quite as handy as this right here. It's very well suited for these Hondas. So, yeah, I just had to figure it out again. Having it tip downhill, that's great too. So, haven't gotten much done. Just been tending kids. I probably spent more time tending the kids today than I did actually working. But basically, I got all the parts ordered. I just found out. Well, I spotted this wire here, and I found out there's actually a tail light to go on here. The only one I can find on eBay is $60. So I think I'll let the next owner deal with that. So, the chain case is still all bent. It's pretty hard to get to now, but More importantly though, see our arm is even, our brake arm's even missing, but the cover's there. So this table is wide enough so the tires are pinched on here, but it's a very weird sound. Anyway, I think we'll pull this tire off and disassemble the brake. And it'd be very fun to work on the exhaust because it's got a ton of leaks and it sounds horrible. It needs to be gutted. It'd be cool if we had like a aftermarket D&G muffler for it. But we don't. But I do have fiberglass packing and that could be pretty dangerous with that. So the recoil too, we should pull that off. But it's getting toward evening here. I am loath, as you would say. I'm loath to push this in another episode because we got other stuff to do. So I should probably try and remake these. Do something. We could just stick a hose clamp on either side and that'd probably work fine. But I still have hope that this could be at Neiman Run this weekend. I still have hope. We're just going to have to take some oil with us. Make sure we keep the engine happy. So, I kind of like to take this at least. If not more than this. So we're thrashing to get this done. The headlight looks pretty good inside. Had a little trouble with one of the bolts. That one there ended up vice gripping out because it was absolutely seized. The little metal ferrule came out as well, so that one, we could throw the ferrule away to help align stuff a little bit better. I have a feeling the plastic's sort of disshapen and whatnot, but other than that one crack, it's pretty decent shape. Alright, well that broke it. So I guess we're ordering one of those. Wow, that's a terrible way to die. So we're just gonna order another one. Ouch. Well, who'd have thunk it? Pretty much everyone that's paying attention. Alright, we are going to either end the episode here or continue on working on it. So 7:30. Yeah, I think our day is done. We'll just pick up on this in the morning. Keep on working on it.